The people in Israel, and over there in Israel right now, the Jewish people, those are not the true people of the Most High. Those are Khazarians, or what I know them as Edomites according to the Bible. Esau. You know who Esau is?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know who Esau is before I told you that? Did you know who he was in our time? Okay, well he's a major character within the Bible. Right?
Yeah.
Because he struggled, he was a twin brother of Jacob.
Yeah.
And they struggled within it, and the Lord said, you're gonna have two nations growing in thy womb. So those nations are still on the earth. Jacob is Israel, the Israelites. Then Esau is here today. But we know Esau as being the so-called white people. Not all white people. Because when you go into the book of Matthew, you have King Herod. You know King Herod? Herod, the one that pursued the Lord when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Wanted to kill him. He was an Edomite. But what a lot of people don't know is that he was black. A brown man. He really looked like a regular white person today. So you're going to have black Edomites. You're going to have people of color Edomites. But the point over there, the people in Israel, they're not the true people of the Lord. They are imposters that stolen the land. You want to hear in the Old Testament, and it will tell you that a bastard will dwell in Ashdod. Where is Ashdod? Over there in Jerusalem.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm about.
Okay.
And that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Going into the truth. The Apocrypha, which was taken out by the Protestant church because it has a lot of heavy information that it brings clarity to what a lot of people don't understand in the Bible, the King James.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I just seen you and I thought, you know what? There's not very many people that does that. So.
Yeah. There is. You can go on the YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go on YouTube and you'll see there's a lot of brothers like me that are doing this. Young men, older men, that through the four corners of the earth. You got brothers that are in Germany, Costa Rica, Peru, Bolivia, Alaska, Hawaii, Europe, Holland, Germany. What I'm doing right now is you can go on YouTube, you can find us. We're everywhere. We're just not like every single church. You know what I'm saying? That is just on your corner. Because the Lord said we're going to be a small sanctuary. We're not going to be cooped up in a building in our own security and safe. We're going to be out here and face with the elements like the Lord was. Presenting our bodies a living sacrifice. To be what? To be mocked, ridiculed, to maybe even be put to death. But that's not going to come until later on.
So do you believe that there is only going to be 144,000 people that's going to be saved?
No, it's not 144. Because when you go into the Revelations, it tells you that there's a great multitude that followed behind them, that came out of every tongue, every nation, every kindred. So there's going to be a lot of followers that are going to take heed to those men that are on the highways and the byways preaching. The 144,000, the only way those people are going to follow them is how?
Yeah.
By if they're preaching it. They're out there. Then they are. It's not just me. I'm here in San Angelo, but you got many brothers that are everywhere, the four corners of the earth, that are doing what I'm doing right now, that are posting up the videos on the internet.
Okay, where do I go to see them?
You can go on YouTube. Just look up GMS, Great Millstone.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Nice meeting you.
All right. Thanks.
I seen you and I gave my friend some food and
Yeah.
then I came all the way around again just to see you.
All right, man.
I needed that.
Take it easy. But going back to Jeremiah chapter 25 and 15, it says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of his fury at my hand and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it." So Jeremiah, he was a prophet of the Lord. He spoke to all the nations, man. He didn't go and just speak to Israel. He didn't just go. He was out there, warning them, telling them that the prophecy was going to happen to this people, that people, everything, man. You know? It says, and they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. And what is the ultimate sword that the Lord is going to bring upon this place? Thermonuclear destruction, man. The ICBM missiles. That's what's coming. know? It says, and they shall drink, verse 17, then took I the cup at the Lord's hand and made all the nations to drink unto whom the Lord hath sent me, to wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah and the kings thereof and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation, an astonishment, and hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people, and all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, Ashkelon, and Asa, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, all the kings of Zidon, and all the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan and Tema, and Buz, and all that are in the uttermost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth, and the king Shishak shall drink after them. Therefore shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord power of hosts of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall and rise no more, because the sword which I will send among you. See, so these people are going to be drunken to the point of alcohol poisoning, man. A point of no return. All these nations, all the wicked, 2/3, you heathen nations. No, but the Lord is having mercy upon the elect, right? The chosen, which are Hebrew Israelites. Like this woman say, the chosen. Well, who are the chosen? According to the Bible, who are the chosen? It's not everybody. You can't say everybody. That's you can't use that word. But the chosen people have a particular. They have a name. They're a nationality. You know? Matter of fact, I want to just look up something real quick. You know, I don't know that chick's motive, but she was trying to take a picture with me, and I don't know if she was recording or, you know, what I was saying, but oh well, you know what I'm saying? It's part of it. You know? You know, she's not being sincere, oh well, you know what I'm saying? But I told her about John, or asked her to quote John 3:16, because that's where everybody wants to say and justify that the Lord is coming back for everyone. No. Then who is it? Where are the sinners falling into play? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, where are the sinners at? Someone has to die. So I told her in John 3:16 that word world was cosmos, right? And you go into the root word G2865. It says to care for, take care of, provide for. To receive what was previously one's own, to get back, receive back, recover. To carry, bring, bear, bring to carry away from oneself, to carry off what is one's own, to bring back. Right, who's coming back? I just was reading it the whole time. To return. Who's supposed to return unto the Heavenly Father? Israel. Right? And who is thine? Who's that possession? Like I said, to receive what was previously one's own. You know? That's like thine. We are thine. We are yours. You know what I'm saying? I just want to bring that out just to clarify that to you know, I just wanted to just real quick in a nutshell relay all that information to her. You know, whether she takes heed to it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I would have, and if I would have been out here for a long period of time trying to show all these scriptures, you know, people ain't trying to, you know, they're not trying to hear all that right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we make the videos, to push it to those that are actually trying to learn by way of the scriptures. But yeah, let me bring this one out. This is Isaiah 63 and 17. O Yahweh, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and harden our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance. What one, you know? And that's exactly what I was telling you. But just so, you know, if somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, that's what it is. So you go to John 3:16, you go to the root word in the Blue Letter Bible for the word world cosmos, you go to the root word, and it'll bring you to G2865, which is, you know, you got the outline of biblical usage. You know, you got different things in there. Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, 5, and you got B, to receive what was previously one's own, to get back, to receive back, recover. So we're returning. He's bringing us back by way of the Spirit. All right. It says, Isaiah 63 and 18. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. We are thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They are not called by thy name. Plain. You know? But pretty much she was just being nosy. She was just being nosy and, you know, probably want to have a good laugh. And yeah, I went over there and yeah, he was saying all this. But it was interesting, but, you know. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 3, verse 27. And so thou gavest thy city over into the hands of thine enemies, and their deeds then any better, are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have the dominion over Zion? For when I came thither and had seen impities without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 30th year, so that my heart faileth me. Right, you know, these people ain't no better. They're gonna get judgment too. That's why in the book of Lamentations it tells Esau to drink from that. You know, rejoice, be happy. You know, but he's gonna have to take that cup too. Yeah, roughly paraphrasing. It says, "For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and hast preserved thine enemies, and has not signified it. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? No, but that's the way the Most High has it set up. You know, he's not gonna stir it, nor is he gonna move it, man. You know, when it's time to judge, it's gonna be time to judge on his time. And it's crazy because Israel has been from almost damn near the creation of time in chaos, heavy judgment. But every nation has also had its time to rule. It says, or is there any other people that know with thee beside Israel? Or what generation has so believed thy covenants as Jacob? Right, who? Besides the impostor, right? The synagogue of Satan. They said, I'm going to be as the Most High. I'm going to set up upon the congregation of the north. It says, and yet their reward appeareth not. and their labor had no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Right, and that's what we see. We see this place prospering. They're living it up. They got their businesses going. They're opening America back up. It says, and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name no more be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. Right, the Lord didn't give it the laws and commandments unto the heathen, man. But that's who the Lord is bringing salvation back to. Okay, salvation only pertains to Israel. This is Matthew 24:30. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, and from one end of the heaven to the other. That's right. Who's the elect? Israel. That's who salvation's for. This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved, and the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Matthew 1:21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh, for he shall save his people from their sins. Who are those people that had those sins? Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. See? And bring salvation to those that get right, that turn back, that return to the Heavenly Father after they acknowledge their offenses. So that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I hope it was edifying to you brothers out there, you brothers and sisters out there. Y'all stay strong, keep pushing. You know, the time is short, man. It's right there, right? It's right there, man. You just got to stay focused, stay in tune with the Spirit. Then, Lord willing, you'll be part of that number, man. You're going to get that shout. You're going to get beamed up, caught up in the chariot. So I'm going to leave it with that. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to y'all by Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to all you brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. You know, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Shalom.